Have you ever stared at a blank page, a messy room, or an unopened email, knowing you should start, but you just can't? You tell yourself you'll do it later when you feel more motivated or ready. This isn't just you, it's a universal human experience. But what if I told you that procrastination has almost nothing to do with being lazy or having poor time management skills? What if instead, it's an emotional problem? That's right. The reason you put things off is all about how you handle your feelings. We often think of procrastination as a failure of productivity, but science tells us it's actually a breakdown in emotional regulation. When we face a task that makes us feel anxious, stressed, bored, or insecure, our brain's natural response is to avoid that discomfort. It's a self-preservation instinct. Your brain is trying to protect you from negative emotions in the short term. Think about a difficult project for work or school. Just thinking about it might bring up feelings of inadequacy, fear of failure, or just overwhelming stress. Procrastination becomes an escape route, a way to temporarily push those unpleasant feelings away. So, you open up a social media app, watch a quick video, or suddenly decide it's the perfect time to organize your bookshelf. This gives you an immediate, albeit temporary, sense of relief. The anxiety subsides for a moment, and your brain learns a dangerous lesson. Avoiding the task makes the bad feelings go away. This creates a vicious cycle. You avoid the task, feel temporary relief, but then the deadline gets closer. And the guilt and anxiety come rushing back, often stronger than before. Now you're not just stressed about the task itself, but also about the fact that you've been procrastinating. This cycle reinforces the idea that the task is something to be feared. Your brain has now strongly associated that project with a wave of negative emotions, making it even harder to start the next time. It's not about willpower. It's a learned emotional response. Understanding this is the first, most crucial step to breaking free. You are not lazy. You are not unmotivated. You are simply caught in an emotional feedback loop that is incredibly difficult to escape once it's established. So, how do we break this powerful cycle? We can't just tell ourselves to stop feeling anxious. We need a strategy that works with our brain's wiring, not against it. This is where the science of habit formation comes in. With a simple yet incredibly powerful technique, the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is deceptively simple. Whatever task you're avoiding, break it down into a version that takes less than 2 minutes to complete. The goal isn't to finish the entire task, but simply to start it. If you need to write a long report, the 2-minute version is to open the document and write 1 sentence. If you need to clean your entire apartment, the 2-minute version is to put 1 dish in the dishwasher. If you need to start a new workout routine, just put on your workout clothes. Why does this work so brilliantly? It bypasses your brain's threat detection system. A 2-minute task doesn't trigger the same level of anxiety, stress, or fear of failure as thinking about the entire, overwhelming project. It's so small, so manageable, that your emotional brain doesn't have a reason to fight back. There's no major discomfort to avoid. By making the act of starting ridiculously easy, you remove the initial emotional barrier that fuels procrastination. The real magic happens after those 2 minutes are up. An object in motion stays in motion. Once you've started, even in the smallest way, the psychological inertia begins to shift. You've opened the document, so writing a second sentence feels less daunting. You've put on your workout clothes, so doing a few stretches seems like the natural next step. The 2-minute rule is not about the 2 minutes. It's about mastering the art of showing up. It acts as a gateway to a state of flow. The initial resistance is always the hardest part. Once you overcome that, continuing the task becomes exponentially easier. You're no longer fighting your own emotions. You're building momentum. This technique helps rewire your brain's association with the task. Instead of linking it with anxiety and avoidance, you start to link it with a small, achievable action and a sense of accomplishment. You're proving to yourself 1 2-minute increment at a time that you can handle it. Each time you use the 2-minute rule, you are casting a vote for a new identity. You're not just doing a task. You are becoming the type of person who doesn't let emotions dictate their actions. You're becoming someone who starts. This isn't about finding a sudden burst of motivation. It's about building a system that makes motivation irrelevant. Habits are what carry you forward on the days when you don't feel like it. The 2-minute rule is the key to building those habits. So, the next time you find yourself avoiding something, don't beat yourself up for being lazy. Acknowledge the feeling. Recognize that your brain is just trying to protect you from discomfort. Then ask yourself, what is the 2-minute version of this task? Just commit to those 120 seconds. Start the timer, do the thing, and see what happens. You might be surprised at how far you go. By understanding the emotional root of procrastination and applying this simple, science-backed solution, you can finally break the cycle and take back control. It's about managing your emotions, not just your time. If you found this helpful and want more strategies to build a better life, make sure to subscribe to my channel, Motivational Repo. We're all about turning insights into action.